Hello and welcome to episode number 18 of No Whining. We're already there. We're finishing up our third wine list today. So I'm excited to get into things, but I just wanted to say something up front here. It's just like a good reminder for me and for all of us, right? That when we drink wine, we're essentially consuming art. It's artwork. It's something that's delicately and patiently crafted, right, in cooperation with nature and with the land. So be present with it. Take your time and appreciate it as the artwork that it is. It completely changes the experience for the better. All right, let's get into our first wine for this episode. This is a 2019 Château Carbonnieux Blanc Grand Cru Classé. This is about a $50 bottle of wine. The grape varieties on it are 65% Sauvignon Blanc, 35% Semillon from the gravel, clay, and limestone soils in Pessac, Léognan in Grave region of Bordeaux's left bank. Some notes that I found on this on lagunacellar.com. It says that Château Carbonnieux receives its namesake from a family with the last name Carbonnieux, who cleared and cultivated land near Léognan at the beginning of the 13th century. The first owner was Ramon Carbonnieux, who is mentioned in the archives of Bordeaux. After the tumultuous Hundred Years' War, the property was run by Benedictine monks. The monks did not hesitate to borrow large sums of money to focus on their winemaking and ended up producing some of the most renowned wines in the world. P.S. I'm pretty sure I was a monk in at least a few, maybe a half dozen or more lifetimes, and probably involved with wine. All right. It says the property has been in the possession of the Perron family since 1956, and it is still very much a family operation. Some information from the tech sheet. Hand picking only. Double berry selection, wall picking, and on sorting table. Grape cooling if needed. Pressing. Slow and gentle under inert gas. Fermentation. In barrels, average time 10 days. Aging, 25% new oak with lees stirring, 4 different volumes, about 10 months. All right, enough with the preamble. Let us get on with the show. All right, looking at this, gonna call this a medium yellow color. Let's bring it to the schnoz for a first look. This is starting off really nice on the nose. It's got, like on the citrus side, some lemon, maybe some tangerine, even picking up a little bit of gooseberry in here. Some butter and some toast is coming through, which is presumably from like malolactic fermentation as well as from the oak aging. Let's give this a try on the jaws and see how it does there. So first off, this is absolutely amazing. I just have to say that up front. It's got the tangerine and like the butter coming through on a body that I would say it's like the mouthfeel on this is really amazing. It's got to be medium plus, I would say, in terms of body, medium plus probably in terms of acidity, medium as far as alcohol. It's certainly a dry wine, but this is absolutely amazing. Like that, again, the texture, the mouthfeel, I love that piece. It's just so smooth and buttery with like these lively citrus notes, medium length into a buttery finish, and this is just wonderfully balanced. Wow. What a way to start episode number 18. Okay, I guess it's time to move to our second wine of the day. This is a 2020 Calabriga d'Oro. This is around $35 to $40. It's coming from producer Casa Ferreirinha. The grape varieties on this are 43% Touriga Franca, 32% Touriga Nacional, 25% Tinta Roriz, which is known in Spain as Tempranillo. The region is the Douro Valley in Portugal, where grapes for port wines are grown, right? So like this is the hopping spot. And Portugal is one country with lots of indigenous grapes. It's also home to countless cork trees, and whenever you find yourself drinking wine, Portugal is most likely where that wine cork came from. From the tech sheet, we get Calabriga borrows its name from a Roman fortified settlement in this once remote region of the Douro Valley. an homage to the structural power of the wine. And you go down a little bit and it says that after destemming and soft crushing, the grapes are transferred to stainless steel tanks where they undergo alcoholic fermentation for 8 days. Gentle maceration takes place for 5 days at controlled temperatures of 82 degrees Fahrenheit to extract color and aromas. Aged in neutral French oak, 75%, and new American oak, 25% barrels for 12 months. All right, let's get into our second wine of the day. While looking at this, it just has this tremendously deep, opaque purple color to it. This is interesting so far. Let's try it on the schnoz. All right, black fruit in here for sure. Black currant, baked plum. You're also getting some blackberry here, black cherry. Let's go in for another look. And then you get some oak coming out of it, right? Like dill, a little bit of butterscotch, some cedar as well. Okay, let's try it on the jaws. All right, definitely full body on this dry wine here. Medium in acidity, medium plus in terms of tannins, I would say, medium plus in terms of alcohol. Its bottle says, 14% alcohol by volume. And it's got the dark fruit in here, right? But it's also got the oak coming into play, the chocolate, some spice, like vanilla. And then it's even got a little bit of tobacco, which is presumably coming from the time this has spent aging in the bottle, because it has been a few years. This is really nice wine as well. I mean, we are 2 for 2. I told you guys, I really work hard to pick great wines. This is a very high quality and complex wine with layers to it. It's got brilliant intensity, oak and bottle aging flavors with gosh, it's still going. It's like a forever black fruit finish. This is a magnificent wine as well. So we are 2 for 2 today. Again, this is great. I'm enjoying the heck out of it, but now we are gonna have to pick a winner. So let's do that. Okay, here we go. The winner of episode number 18. This is difficult. This is actually really difficult because the margin here is so slim. This is like when you watch, like a football game on TV and a team wins by a point. Like it's really close. But I am going to have to go with the French white wine. This was absolutely terrific. Honestly, one of the best white wines I have ever had. So I can't deny it its rightful place. But this Portuguese wine was absolutely brilliant as well. So didn't make my job easy, but I am picking the white. And now it is time to pick the winners of our third wine list. Let's go. The question on everybody's mind at this point should be, which wines are going to win the Lucky Charms Award because they're so magically delicious? Well, I have the answers coming for you here in just a moment. If you can give me a drum roll, I'm about to reveal our runners up. For the white wine category, it is going to be the Clément. This is something we had a number of weeks ago, but it's a $20 bottle of wine. It was magnificent. I wouldn't have expected, like, if you just gave this to me blind and asked me how much it cost, I would not have guessed $20. That is for sure. This was a terrific wine. Just lovely sparkling wine. I love this. And so this is getting our runner up in the white category. Let's go to our red, which is the 2018 Brunello di Montalcino. This also was absolutely terrific. Not quite as inexpensive, however. I think this was like 50 or 60 bucks or something. So definitely a more premium price point, but still a really good wine. I think for the value of the Clément was better, but this was still absolutely terrific. So there you go. All right. And now we're getting into the top wines for all of our wine list number 3. And you know where I'm going today? I'm going right home to what we did in this episode. We have our 2019 Château Carbonnieux Blanc Grand Cru Classé. This, like I said, this is one of the best white wines I think I've ever had. Like, it's really good. And as much as, again, France I was giving France a bunch of crap in the last episode for their incredibly complicated wine appellation system and their wine laws. But you know what? I got to tell you, if you can actually find what you're looking for, and that's the tricky part, if you can find what you're looking for, it is probably going to be absolutely terrific. So thank you. Vive la France, right? Okay, that is our white winner. And we are now moving to our red winner, which of course I kind of already gave it up. It's the one we tasted today because I just can't put anything else that we've tasted in front of this. This Calabriga d'Oro was, of course, absolutely tremendous. I loved the complexity, the layers. This just kept coming through. You had everything from the dark fruit to the oak to the aging and everything else with a lovely finish. And it just kept going. So I didn't want it to stop, so I was glad it did. But this is our red winner for our third wine list. I hope you have enjoyed our time together in our third list of wines. I cannot wait to see you in episode 19. Have a wonderful rest of your day.